I'm going to compare Buffalo Trace to George Remus. Waitress, good to see you this morning. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this whiskey talk, and I'm going to try something that I have been thinking about for a while. I'm going to compare Buffalo Trace to George Remus. To me, the color's similar. I think if you could move it in and out of the light, you can see the colors similar. George Remus is 94 proof, and Buffalo Trace is 90 proof. So a little bit more heat with the George Remus, but I'm anxious to try this out. I've already got me a little pour of the Buffalo Trace, which always smells so sweet, caramely, got vanilla. You get the spices like cinnamon in here, and then a little oakiness. So let me try this. Buffalo Trace never disappoints. It has a long finish. You can taste the little oakiness in the back. But it's sweet up front, really sweet, with the caramel, the vanilla. And then you get the spiciness of the cinnamon, and somebody said cloves, but I don't even know what cloves taste like. But it smells so good. So now let's check out the George Remus. And let's see if this is I don't know if this stuff is similar or not, but we're gonna try this out anyway, just see what it's like. Let's see if we can get a good, nice pop on the cork. Heavy on the caramel, but let me put it in a glass here. Oh yeah. Don't you like that glug, glug, glug when you're pouring that out? So I've never tried George Remus before. I was lucky enough to get this bottle. I was in West Virginia. I could not find it anywhere in Virginia. I happened to be in West Virginia, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get this. So that was from my buddies at the Comac store in Fayette, West Virginia. So those guys are awesome over there. If you ever get close to Fayette and go to the Comac liquor store, I think it's store number 4, but don't quote me on that. It smells very similar to Buffalo Trace. A little bit heavier. You can smell the heat a little bit more. Still get the same caramel vanilla taste. or not taste, but smell on the nose. Let's taste it. Oh yeah, that is very, very smooth. A little, like I said, a little bit more heat, but it doesn't have a long finish as compared to the Buffalo Trace, which is a little bit longer. But it does have a similar taste in that you can taste the caramel and the vanilla and all that. Now, for me on the George Remus, I could smell a little bit more fruitiness, maybe like red fruit, maybe like cherry or raspberry or something, but I think it's mostly cherry. And then a little bit more oakiness when compared to Buffalo Trace. Trying the Buffalo Trace again. Man, the caramel, the vanilla. It has a long finish for just a 90 proof. I mean, you feel that hug right here on the George Remus. You get a lot more on the nose. I think it's a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker sipping. A little bit more, it's a high rye, so it's a little bit more, you get a little bit more spice, I think, in the George Remus. But surprisingly, for a 94 proof, it doesn't have a long finish. It's heavy on taste and flavor. I can sip this all day. So I'm a George Remus fan. I like that a lot. And compared to Buffalo Trace, you're going to pay a little bit more for George Remus than you are for Buffalo Trace. Trace is probably going to run you, I mean, it used to be about $25. Now it's about $32. The George Remus, it's probably about 38, 40 bucks, maybe 45, just depends on where you get it. I think I paid like 44, but I can't be for sure about that. But both excellent. And the only reason I wanted to compare is because they were close in proof. They, if you read the tasting notes, they're very similar. And then when I tasted them, they were pretty similar. A little bit heavier constituency than the Buffalo Trace. Of course, I've drank a little bit more of that, but it's still same color and both excellent. You can't go wrong with either one. If you want to save 10 bucks, you can get Buffalo Trace. But if you want to get George Remus, who is the king of the bootleggers, that's one reason I love bourbon, because there's so much American history in that. And just to talk about George Remus, who was the king of the bootleggers, that's pretty cool. So thanks for watching this, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, before we go, just want to let you know we're going to have a live stream coming up where Tina and I are going to try our distillery picks that we got when we went on the Kentucky Bourbon Tour. So we'll be trying both of these Maker's Mark, the FAE02, the license plate whiskey from Maker's Mark, and then the Maker's Mark 101. I've never tried either one of these. This is one you can only get at the distillery, and of course I think you can get this in stores, but very nice. Looking forward to trying those. Also, we went to Woodford Reserve and we got Chris's pick. Chris is the master distiller there, him and the other lady, and I'll put both of their names down here. Sorry, it's slipped my name, but The reason I remember Chris because his name's on the bottle. Chris picked number 2. And so this is Chris's pick from Woodford Reserve. That video's up. Then the next day we went to Wild Turkey, and we got this bottle of Kentucky Spirit signed by Jimmy Russell. My question is, should I open this? Should I try it? I want to try it. We had a Kentucky Spirit while we were there, but it was from a different bottle or different barrel. And so this is like a single barrel. There were only 180 of these made. And so when we got in there, there was only like maybe 15 left on the top of the bourbon barrel. And I turned to Tina and I said, should I get this right now? And we're like, yeah, probably. Because we're like, well, we could come get it after we do the tour or the tasting and then come get it. And I was like, let's just go ahead and get it. So I got it, took it to the car. And do you know, when we came out, they were all gone. That was amazing. So glad we picked this up. And then I went back out to the car and got Jimmy Russell to sign that. That's a treasure right there. I'll let y'all decide. If you think you should open this bottle, let me know. And then the last place we went was Four Roses. And so this is a select barrels that they chose just for this bottle. And small batch select. So that'll be pretty interesting to try as well. So that live is coming up on the 21st at 9 p.m. and we'll be doing that. So hope you can join us. Also, if you like these videos, like and subscribe. We're going to be back traveling here. We're going, of course, we just traveled out to Kentucky to do the bourbon tour, but now we're going to go to Gatlinburg, do some Christmas shopping, and probably eat at some cool places. Maybe take a walk in the Smoky Mountains. We'll see. And then, a couple days before Christmas, we're heading to Las Vegas. So we're going to have a lot of content out there. And can't wait to bring you guys that stuff. So like and subscribe. Hit the bell because I'm going to have a lot of stuff coming up pretty soon. And that way you don't miss anything. Also, there's t-shirts that you can get on teespring.com with the Frontiersman. Couple different logos. You go to teespring.com/Frontiersman, and that's there. And then lastly, I want to shout out to my Patreons. They help make things possible. I really appreciate them. And you can sign up at patreon.com for like $3, $6, or $9. Or you can become a channel member. And that also helps. So I think you can get channel memberships for maybe $2 or something like that. So anyway, appreciate your support. If you find time to sign up, I sure do appreciate that. And we'll shout you out on the channel. Take care.